Okay, Shane.
Yes, sir.
On the picture of the Einstein,
Einstein.
I found interesting one.
Yes.
He wrote long the eighth. You see?
Ah, yes, he
The
did.
genius wrote it.
Oh, this is the soloinvestor.com. They did a bad word. That's right. Eighth is spelt wrong. My goodness, I never even noticed that. Francisco,
Yeah.
you are an editor. You need to work for a publishing company.
Okay, anyway, the sentence right above the picture,
Yeah.
the skimming on savings is the first part, I think, is not relevant to the later part.
Okay, yeah, this is an awkward sentence, isn't it?
Yeah.
So basically, let me rewrite the sentence. If you skimp on your savings, you will not be able to take advantage of compound interest. This is the same thing. This sentence is this sentence. It's the exact same thing. So skimping actually is very important. Skimping and compound interest are related. And if you skimp, then you cannot utilize compound interest. Therefore, you will stay in the poorhouse. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I guess the meaning was yeah, something like that, but the
structure.
The structure, the thanks to something. I mean the first part should be more positive way.
Okay, now that's another great point. I also agree. Thanks to is not the appropriate conjunction in this case. I wouldn't recommend it. Instead of thanks to, what's better? Anybody?
Due to?
Due to is too formal.
Due to?
Yeah, due to is absolutely fine, Matt. But we can just say because of. So rather than thanks to, actually because of would be much better, because skimping is not good because this kind of shows the negative result. Thanks to usually refers to a positive result, and this sentence is negative. So Francisco, once again, bingo. This is quite awkward. Using thanks to in this sentence is a bit awkward.
Okay. Thank you.
Great job. Good points. I wish you had said this before I made my explanation video. I don't think I talked about that in my explanation video, but very good points. Next.
You told you told awkward. Yeah, I'm not sure the usage of the awkward.
Awkward?
Yeah.
You mean, did I say it or was it in the story?
Yeah, generally awkward.
Okay, in general. Okay, so when we say awkward, basically it means, do you know cumbersome? Yeah, cumbersome, not convenient, uncomfortable. This is the idea. Cumbersome is a perfect word, but awkward. So using thanks to in this sentence is a little bit awkward. It's not precise. Another idea, I guess. Not exact, not precise. The sentence structure itself is awkward. It's a little bit confusing, so we can add confusing to that too. So awkward is a quite meaningless. It has so many possible meanings, which doesn't really help. So
frustrated, awkward, or something.
Yeah, it can be frustrating too. Yes. Frustrating. Yes, it can have that meaning too. So awkward, as you can see, actually has a lot of possible meanings. Don't you see? You can see that, right? I should not use awkward. It's too vague. Cumbersome would be better. Frustrating, or in this case, confusing. The sentence structure is very confusing, and using thanks to in this sentence is not really exact. It's not very precise. Confusing too. Does that help, Kuni?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, good. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out that I probably pronounced the word do wrong. I pronounced this do instead of do.
Both are fine, actually.
Yeah, in this case, they are both fine. Okay.
Yes.
Good then.
So I think most people are going to say do, due to, but definitely some people will say due to. Personally, Matt, as a man, I recommend you say do.
Yeah, as in Mountain Dew.
That's exactly like Mountain Dew.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. Very good questions. All right.
And,
Yes, sir.
In Japan, that probably the present saving interest is maybe the less than the 1%.
Oh yeah. America's garbage. Like zero.
Kind of cool things for everyone, probably. But in the United States, what interest do you get?
You know what, Kuni? Interest is so low in America, it might actually be negative.
Oh, that's true?
What is the interest rate at for savings account? Let's just see. Bestrates.com. No. Bank of America. Let's check Bank of America. Select your state. Let's go California. Lots of people in California. 0.3%.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that horrible?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, no.
The Shane?
I guess it's 3%. 3%. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. The 0.3% per day or year. It's the
AP annual percentage yield. Yeah.
annual.
Yeah. No. This is 0.03%. It's almost nothing.
Nothing. Yes.
Even for the money markets, it's 0.1%, and that's yield, annual percentage yield.
Oh.
That's just insane. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. That doesn't seem right. That seems too low.
Ordinarily, people cannot get profit from the saving. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I mean, a savings account is, yeah, there you go. Interest rates are not even 1%. The top rates today is 1%. That's the top.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
That now, for the special interest for the retired person,
Yeah.
but it's the term is limited to the 3 months.
Right.
And 2% only for 3 months. So the wise or smart little person won't, and also can save in 1 year. So that they must change the bank.
Yeah, right.
3 months. Such a kind of idea is tips are given to the internet or some kind of experience, for the retired person.
Yeah. They're talking about this is the St. Louis Fed, Federal Reserve Bank. How low can you go? Negative interest rates. They actually talk about it. That's exactly. Right now, if you consider service charges and banking charges and financial fees, actually, you're getting negative interest rates if you keep your money at the bank. Here you go, below zero. That's just terrible. You lose money. If you put your money at the bank, you lose money.
And I'm willing to bet that the Federal Reserve is painting the picture of this being actually a good thing.
It's a
state of
safe
things
place.
where
It's a safe place to keep your money.
yeah, the bank. Or just spend your money. You should spend it all. Go out
Use
spending
your
your money.
credit cards.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Americans.
Just get a credit card, spend a lot of money, and you get more money.
That's right. Yeah, you get you if you max one credit card, don't worry, they'll give you another credit card.
No, if you buy everything with a credit card and you pay it in full, you get cash rewards, you know.
See, Benita, but you have to qualify. You have to have a good what do you call it? Consumer rating to do that. Not everybody gets that.
Really? Because I'm getting like $500 a year.
That's Bertha, that's because you have a very good credit rating. A lot of people never get that. But if you always pay your credit card bill at the end of every month, then you build a very strong credit rating, and that's very good. That's the same thing I'm trying to do. I'm reestablishing my credit after having lived overseas for 20 years. I have 0 credit rating, which is not bad, but I'm trying to build a good credit rating so that I can take advantage of some of those things too. You're doing great, Berta.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a TV for.
Oh man, it's like a free TV.
Yeah. $500. Flat TV. See?
There you go.
Another question is, question you have been in Korea for many years,
Yes.
and do you use a credit card?
No, in Korea, I never had a credit card. I couldn't get a credit card.
Yeah, so when you went back to the United
The
States,
U.S.?
Yeah, U.S. Do you have a trouble to get a kind of credit? How do you say that? Kind of, if you buy some
Right.
big money,
Yes.
you have the experience. You don't have the.
No, I had lots of problems, Kuni, because I had no credit rating. And it was very strange. I would go to the bank, or, I would go to, I don't know, like a car loan or buy furniture, and they would check my credit rating, and they would always say, "That's strange. We have no information for you." And because I'm old, I'm not young. If I'm young, everybody understands, but I'm not young, I'm old. So it was very strange. So either I would get no credit, or I would get just a tiny bit of credit. So now it's been a year, and I've been building and building and building my credit. But I haven't really checked. But yes, I did have a hard time. Still, Kuni, I have no credit card. I don't have a credit card.
Mm-hmm. Is it okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Hell yeah. I don't buy anything anyway.
But you require to identify IDs.
Yeah, I do have like a debit card. Do you know what a debit card is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cashing directly.
Right. So I have a debit card, which is like a Visa, and I have my state driver's license. So I got my ID. So I'm not. There's no problem. But if I wanted to buy a house, I couldn't. I don't have a credit rating. If I wanted to, what else? Get a credit card, a good credit card, like what Berta has, a decent credit card, I couldn't. I don't have a credit rating. It'll take me about 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 2 years.
Hopefully.
Mm.
And that's really funny. Even when I came back to America, not only credit was a problem, but like insurance. For example, car insurance. If I bought a car and I got insurance, in Korea I drove every day. I had insurance. But in America, I didn't have insurance. So I had to get the same insurance as a 16-year-old, a high school kid. So it was really expensive. It was crazy expensive, the car insurance. and now finally it's gone down a lot.
Didn't you drive any in America before going off to Korea?
Well, the thing is, in America, you have to keep your insurance. Then the rates will go down. Once you cancel, after 3 months, your rates go all the way back up. So it's a ridiculous game that the insurance company plays.
Oh yeah. Is that in the law, or is it just insurance company policy?
Insurance company policy.
Okay, that sucks.
It definitely sucks.
I remember just a kind of very beautiful, beautiful word. You are in the hand of, huh? You are in hand of.
I was in. Can you write it down, Kuni?
In good hand. In good
hands with Allstate. You're in good.
Okay.
Yes. That's right. We studied that. You're in good hands with Allstate. There you go. Allstate is a big insurance company in America. Okay, I'm going to go to 207, DDM 207. DDM 207 was, oh, that's much better. Talking about pain relief by crossing your fingers. Sounds kind of crazy, but they say it works, some sort of magic. The body gets confused. Something called thermal grill illusion. And I actually have a picture. This is the grill, like a barbecue grill, and you can see cold, hot, cold, hot. And if you put your fingers in this type of situation, it's very confusing. It actually feels like it's burning, but it's not. This is this thermal grill illusion. And they can use this type of technique to actually cancel the feeling of pain or increase the feeling of pain, and simply by crossing your fingers. So if you cross your middle finger over a cold index finger, then you will reduce the amount of pain you feel. If you cross your middle finger over a hot index finger, they say you will actually increase the amount of pain that you feel. It's a very strange study. Perception, the feeling of pain or coldness or heat, whatever that is, to feel. Trick, to deceive, confuse. Translating, interpreting, understanding, to influence, to have an effect on something. Your pinky finger or baby finger, your ring finger, your middle finger. Be careful in America with your middle finger. Your pointer or your index finger, and your thumb. Stimulus, stimuli is plural. Participants, I said guinea pigs. Usually when we talk about a research study, we talk about rats or mice. But actually people can be part of the study too. People can be part of the study. And if they're part of the study, we don't want to say rats, mice, and people. That's a bad combination. So we change it to guinea pigs. And basically a guinea pig is a very cute, hairy rat. If you don't know what a guinea pig is, I'll quickly show you a picture. And they do use guinea pigs in experiments. So this is the idea of a guinea pig. It's actually kind of cute. But we refer to people as guinea pigs. And the idea, they're like rats, laboratory rats, or once again, mice. That's the idea. So continuing here. Due to, here we got due to. Due to is also because of. Thanks to, usually something good. Because of, usually something negative. Due to is more of a formal version. It can be neutral. I would say it's probably 52% negative, 48% positive. Just a guess. But once again, thanks to and because of, those are the common ones.
And how about on account of?
On account of would be even more formal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and personally, I don't like these expressions. It's just people who want to hear their own voice, they use these expressions. They like.
Maybe they do. They do that a lot in Congress. And,
Oh, God, yes. Politicians,
those kinds
on
of places.
account of the economic sanctions that blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. That's it.
Just say because of.
But it's good to know these, elaborate expressions too.
Definitely. So, yeah, so we got 4 of them, thanks to. Once again, because of and thanks to, these are the ones we use every day. If you want to sound very intelligent, technical, I recommend due to. It just sounds good. It's technical. And on account of, if you want to sound like a politician or somebody who thinks they're intelligent, then use this.
Okay. And there's also owing to.
Thank you very much. Now, owing to, I'm going to have to put that with this category, on account of. It's a little bit better, though. Owing to is not so bad. Great job. But I'm going to put it in the blue category. So green is every day. Due to definitely sounds smart. And on account of and owing to, they're great expressions, but they're really, not necessary. Okay, blocked. Receptors. Receptors, we're talking about the nerve cells in the body. So we have receptors in the ear, which hear sound. Light receptors, sound receptors, obviously. Taste receptors in the mouth. I think one of these should be the mouth, but they have 2 ears. Probably this one should be the mouth, the tongue. Taste receptors. Chemical receptors in the nose and on the tongue. And then touch, pain, temperature, pressure receptors in the skin. Study subjects, guinea pigs. Modulates, to govern something. Apply, chronic pain, long-lasting, unending pain. This is terrible. To alleviate means to reduce, not eliminate. Eliminate means to get rid of, gone. Alleviate simply means to bring down, to make something less severe. Perceived again, intensity, there you go. Any questions on this science story? Too easy.
In your explanation video, you can't explain about ring finger.
I didn't explain about the middle finger.
Ring finger, ring finger doesn't apart.
Yes, I made a mistake. That's right.
Yeah. So probably you can find pictures in Google, ring finger meaning. Probably the middle fingers. Middle finger should touched.
Yeah, they should be bent.
Yeah, bent and touched. So
right.
You do the same thing. So it is difficult to the ring finger doesn't apart.
Yes, I'm looking for a picture. Once again, we have Andre uploaded a YouTube video,
Okay.
and it showed it perfectly, but ring finger, middle finger, ring finger, separate. There we go. This is the picture. You have to, so you can put your fingers together like this, but your middle fingers, the knuckle, the first knuckle must be touching. The thumb, the index finger, the ring finger, and the pinky, those are the tips. The tips are touching, but the middle finger, the knuckles must be touching. And then you will discover that you are unable to move your ring finger, correct?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It was was a great video. I felt so stupid. I was thinking, oh my God, that's why I had the divorce, because it's easy for me to separate my fingers.
It's personal.
Oh, I'm not a good guy. Okay, let's go to Seinfeld. Let's go to DDM 206. DDM 206. We'll do role-playing in a minute. I see Daniel Barbo is offline. I hope you're still there. David Figuera is there. Hi, David. And that's it. It's a very small group today. Why is that? So, looking at Seinfeld, DDM 206. George is on his date. We got the cab. Yeah, just simple situations here. Let's go to the glossary. John Voight. What made you? What inspired you? Out of the blue. Great expression. Out of the blue. My regards. It's same thing as my best wishes. It's very formal, but it's very common. It's a great expression. Many of you, when you sign an email, you sign it, regards, Shane. If you and people do this, they just say simply regards at the end of their email. I don't recommend doing that. It's a little too short. It might seem polite, but actually I don't think it's very polite. I would prefer that if you sign your letter with regards, that you say best regards, and then your name. Include your name. There's no reason not to include your name. Lots of people that send me emails, you know, their English isn't perfect, but they sign their letter with just regards. I don't recommend that. I think this is a very appropriate letter in any situation, whether it's family, whether it's business, whether it's whatever it is. This is a great way to sign your letter. So, yeah, not even my regards, just say best regards. And the idea is best wishes, which is great. It's a nice way to say something. Go ahead, Daniel.
No, it was me. How about I only put best?
Yeah, once again, I don't like best either, to be honest. One word, it's just not good. My best, I don't know what that means. It's a little bit vague. And yes, I know many people do it and they say it's fine, but it's me. It's kind of a personal thing. Truthfully, best regards. And what I do is I don't use anything. I just use my name.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say something like, I sent you your files. Thank you very much. And then I just put my name. That's typically what I do. If I sign it to you guys, I always say, your English coach, Shane. Okay? And if I want to say, like, once again, best or something, I would say best regards. I think that's, for me, this is how I would sign a typical letter. Best regards to you, David asks, what about best regards to you? Yeah, it's too much. Keep it short. I do agree with keeping it short, but my best or just best, no. I think best regards is truly the best.
Okay. Can I ask a question now or later on?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
I just was wondering because, you know, they're saying, I didn't say hi. I sent you my regards, but I mean here, I mean I live in America for a long time, and I always say to people, or people say to me, can you say hi to your daughter, to your husband for me?
Right.
Sure. And I say the same to them, and I never say regards.
Yeah, absolutely, Bertha. And Bertha, this is part of the humor in that Seinfeld, because like you, Bertha, we always say hi for me, say hi for me, say hi for me.
Yeah.
But for the first time ever, now every American is thinking, oh, is saying hi too personal? Should I say my regards? Is it too? So it's funny because everybody is thinking, "Oh my God, am I making a mistake?"
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, I've been saying this for. And then people says to me,
Don't worry, Bertha. When this Seinfeld came out, every American said the same thing. Oh my God, am I making a mistake?
In English.
One question, okay.
What's that, Kuni?
Yeah. I had another version of the best regards. Yeah, it's a warm regards.
Warm regards. Yes, warm regards is actually it's actually quite formal. Warm regards. Warm regards is very friendly. I mean, not romantic. It's not romantically friendly, but it's very friendly. It's something from, I don't know, from a priest. Warm regards. When you're sending a mail, like if the message is to a family, or if there's lots of perhaps sympathy involved or empathy involved. In a business letter, there's no sympathy, there's no empathy, right? Yeah. Everybody, please understand, in a business letter, there's no empathy, there's no sympathy. So in a business letter saying warm regards or my warmest regards, that's very awkward. It's too much. But if you're sending a letter, or if you're a priest, or you're sending a letter to a family, or maybe somebody was sick, or somebody died, or somebody got married, or something like that, then warm regards, my warmest regards, that would be a very nice greeting. Very friendly. Not in a romantic way, but it is very friendly.
Okay, I got it.
Or if the boss is beautiful, yes. If you're trying to seduce your boss, you can do that too.
Mm.
Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, how about respectfully at the end of an email?
Yeah, respectfully. I hate that too. However, respectfully yours, Shane. In this situation, if you're making a complaint, or if you're refusing something, or making a complaint, but this would probably be a very good way to finish the letter, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say a student of mine was canceling their DDM membership because it wasn't useful to them. This would be the perfect closing. It's a very formal. Actually, for me, they can just say whatever. I don't care. I mean, we're more family. But in a business, in a formal situation, this would be perfect to complain or refuse something. That's when I would use this.
So is it only limited to situations where you complain or refuse, or generally?
No, not necessarily. For example, if I wrote a letter to President Obama, I might use this. If to a political leader or something, I might use that. But once again, if I liked Obama, I would probably say best regards. If I didn't like Obama, I would probably say respectfully yours.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about this very carefully, because that's actually the way I addressed my universities, the universities I applied to.
And actually, that's to your university, because you're not actually sending it to a person, right? You're sending it to the university.
Yeah.
So in that case, respectfully yours is decent, and that's something to consider. If it's to an institution, not really to a particular person, then respectfully yours is actually pretty good.
Yeah, because actually Google told me that general consensus on Google seems to be that regards, or my regards, is pretty casual, but maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's wrong. I'm always confused about this.
Well, I do agree with Google in that situation. My regards, best regards is not necessarily casual, but it's not. There are more formal ways to say it.
Relaxed, right? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
All right, here's another question.
How
Hold on a
How
second.
about sincerely yours?
This is from David first. People are sending me chats to everybody. If it is a complaint, if you are complaining, same thing. This is just the gerund form. This is the noun form, David. Okay. Go ahead, Francisco.
Oh yeah. I'd like to ask about the sincerely yours. How is it? Is it polite
Okay.
one or?
Right. Sincerely yours. This is a good one for a college applicant, actually. Sincerely, respectfully yours is very good, but sincerely yours, it's good for younger people, to be honest. I don't like the word yours. It puts you in a lower position. Do you know what I mean? It puts the other person above you, and personally, even Obama's not above me, I don't think, except maybe in his salary and power. But sincerely yours is very good. It's
No, he
very
isn't.
formal. It's very nice. It's your it's the generic formal greeting. So there's nothing wrong with it. I never use it.
Okay. So the I'd say best regard is the best, I think.
And Francisco, you're retired, correct?
Yes.
For you, absolutely. If you're going to complain, say respectfully yours. Otherwise, best regards. From you, an older man, that's perfect.
Okay. Thank you.
If you're over 40, this is my recommendation, everybody. If you're over 40, best regards is fine. If you're under 30, sincerely yours might be better. Respectfully yours, any situation is okay, but especially if it's a complaint or something. David, I don't understand your question. Are you talking about the month? Ah. So, this word, correct, David? Okay. So the typical pronunciation is going to be apron, apron. So it's a long a, and then it's a schwa, prun. Some people say apron with an I, but that's also a schwa. Some people will say apron with a short U, he's sending private chats. People are asking, why can't I see his chats? He's using my name and sending a private chat. It's sometimes confusing. But anyway, once again, David, apron, apron, apron. So the intonation, the stress goes here, and it's very short, apron, apron, apron. Wow. Lots of questions in that area. Good area. Smug. Oh, yeah. Some people say I have a smug face. Do I look like these guys sometimes? I can't imagine that. Who do you think is the most smug-looking person?
This is pretty tough.
Putin. Putin. Putin.
I think Clinton. He looks so dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dirty guy. He's so popular. Americans love him. He's so popular. Unbelievable.
Putin is against homosexuals, and he always get a homosexual ass.
You know why he's against homosexuals? Probably because he's a closet gay.
Probably. In fact, the studies say almost every homophobe is
Secretly gay.
yes, secretly gay. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I don't want to change the subject to that area, but I will say nowadays, perhaps 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I don't think so. but nowadays I think generally that might be true.
Can I make a question?
Sure.
You said before, if I wrote a letter to Obama.
Obama, yes.
Yeah, if and the sequence should be, if I created a sentence, okay? If I wrote a letter to Obama, I would never tell him I'm happy with his work.
Right.
The question is the past, wrote and would tell. Should I continue this phrase with would tell? If I wrote a letter to Obama, I would never tell him I'm happy with his work.
Right. If I wrote a letter to O, I would tell him, or I would write that. So either you have to choose this one. I would tell him, or I would write one or the other. You can't say just tell. You have to have the object him. I would write. You don't say I would write him. There's no him in that situation. It's one or the other. You choose one or the other. That I am, or that I would never. I would never tell him. I would never write.
I'm happy
that.
with his work.
I am happy with him. Right. Yeah, one or the other, blue or yellow. You have to say that. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. David, I'm not even going to repeat that because the NSA might be listening. David, if you change your chat, right now, if you go to the to, you have it to Coach Shane. But if you change it to everyone, then everyone can see what you're saying. You don't have to. I know some people like private messages. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to go to, actually, let's do smug. So, yeah, smug. Quality, their characteristic, a way of, just really great daily expressions. Excuse me. Now, once again, David, he works at a restaurant, and I am sure that every day David hears people say, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. We don't say, yeah, there you go, yes. We don't really hear excuse me that much. It's much more common to say, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. If you don't mind my asking, odd, barely, bidding, gained perspective, your philosophy, whip, common in the U.S. and the U.K. I don't think it's very common in other countries. In the old days, a long, long time ago, whipped, talking a blue streak, to talk a lot. Let me go to DDM 208.
But Shane,
Yes, sir.
whip is also the noun for the verb whip.
Oh, whip, yes. So I used a whip to whip the whip. This makes sense.
I use the whip to whip the. What's the whip?
So obviously, Daniel, you did not study. The whip is a person who is responsible for keeping track of attendance and vote.
Oh, okay.
And a whip is like something we use with a horse or a dog. Not a dog. Oh my God, it's horrible. Anyway.
To make the horse run
Go
fast.
fast. That's right. And to hit the horse with the whip is to whip. So I used a whip to whip the whip is actually a perfect sentence. Oh, good, because he was whipped. Now, this is another definition of whipped, and what that means, if a guy is whipped, and we don't use it to women, we use it to guys, a man who is totally controlled by his wife or girlfriend. So he's whipped. He is whipped. He is totally controlled by his wife or girlfriend. So there we go.
Really?
Four different usages of the word or variation of whip.
And probably every whip guy is whipped.
Oh, yes. Yep. MD is one of them. MD.
Miguel Duarte from Chile. Remember, he doesn't come to DDM anymore, I mean to the VIP, because the girlfriend.
There you go. His girlfriend is controlling him. He's
Yeah.
whipped. Okay. Closing this one out. Going to DDM 208. I'm going to go right to the glossary. This was our last Seinfeld. A wig. Looks pretty good. Big difference. Here he looks like a clown. Now he looks like a man. This is my hairstyle. I'm going for this hairstyle. Picked up. Lots of definitions for pick up. In this situation, to talk with and successfully ask a woman or a man for a date. That's the idea. Some people are good at picking up people. Some people are terrible. Brimming with. Overflowing with. This is the best definition. Overflowing with. A toupee. This guy has a toupee. Fallout. He probably has some hair on his shoulders. Listen good. Grammatically, listen well. But we say listen good. I love English. We say I speak English good. It's really horrible, but that's what we say. Don't play dumb.
But is it correct?
No, it's incorrect. It's terrible. But that's what we say. We don't care.
Okay.
Don't play dumb. Don't act dumb. Closing in. And once again, the enemy is getting closer to attacking. The policeman is getting closer to arresting. The predator is getting closer to pounce. That's the idea. A sap, this is really old English, very uncommon these days, but it means a fool or an idiot. There are other definitions of a sap too, but a sap specifically is 1950s English for an idiot, but we still use it. Matte, unkempt hair. Get involved with a woman to have a serious relationship. Funeral. Mortician. This guy's a mortician. To get A off the ground, get your business off the ground. To not only to start your business, but to have it successfully operating. That's the idea. That's the idea. The Brits do. Yeah, I agree. To be, too sick of, oh my God, sorry. To be sick of something, to be tired of something. It actually means to hate something, to hate having to do something. I'm sick of studying English. Oh, I hate studying English now. I don't want to study anymore. Tired actually might be better. Combination of these two words. Unusual can mean unique. Sometimes this is very negative. It's kind of pejorative. But in this case, it was actually rather unique. Very unique. And a positive meaning. Prescription. Use. Usage. Use. A verb. I could use a beer. A beer would be very nice. I could use a coach. A coach would be very useful. Excellent expressions. Questions on Seinfeld? Yes, Francisco.
Shane, that the DDM 208,
Yes, sir.
the lower part, Elaine said, blah, blah, the only one who has them. And I asked her about this before. It was hard for me to hear has, S sound.
Ah.
Yeah, that, like before. This time too. I know the grammatically it should be has.
Mm.
But, so I wondered whether there is some rule as you already, okay, it's weird for me, as you already stressed the S is very strong sound.
Yes.
Then I know why it's not so clear, not strong. It's very weak and short. Or,
Yes.
or I couldn't almost hear the S sound.
Okay, so in this case, it's not the S actually, it's a Z, right?
Mm-hmm.
So HAS, it's not really has, it's has. So if we compare the S sound to the Z sound, actually the Z is much lower in volume. So it is more difficult to hear, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so and now we go back to this, and we know that it's possible to cancel the H and possible to cancel this H too. And now we got the Z and the V. These are both vibrated. So we know that the TH will probably start blending with the Z. So you're not the only one who has them. You're not the only one who has them. You're not the only one who has them. You should be able to hear the Z sound, but let me go ahead and turn the audio on, and let's have a listen to what Elaine says. Okay, hold on a second. You're not the only one who has them.
Can you believe he sold his glass? They're all the mortician. The ones that like in the back. Oh, so what? Upload. You know, I think I'll have something for you.
Oh, where is it? This is 208. Where is it? There we go.
Jake, take a look. See, you're not the only one who has them. See, you're not the only one who has them. See, you're not the only one who has them.
Has them. You're not the only one who has them. Can you hear the Z? It is there, Francisco.
Yeah. Now I hear that, but
Now you can.
okay.
That damn Z. I know it's tough. Don't be frustrated. Just have fun with it.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
Yes, David remembered a song. Man, this is when I was in high school, David. The group called Devo, and the song called Whip It. Whip It Good. Crack that whip. Gosh. Very
I
old.
say,
Yes.
I didn't know WH could be
Canceled.
Cancelled. I thought if I read this phrase, I would read whoasm. But you say you can say whoasm.
No. It's not ooasm. It's one-oo. One-ooasm. One-ooasm.
One who.
No, right. So this is the idea. First of all, Daniel, do you know the 7 H's?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, who is not one of the 7 H's? However, it's not just the 7 H's. It's not a golden rule. There are others, especially here and who. These also quite frequently do have some cancellation. The H is pretty weak. So it's here can sound like it's here, it's here, it's here. With who can sound like with who, with who, with who. And in this case, one who can sound like one-oo, one-oo, one-oo. Thank you, Cooney. Take care, Cooney. So it is possible to cancel the H. Actually, I think Elaine kept it. Let's listen.
See, you're not the only one who has them. See, you're not the only one who has them.
No, she pretty much cancels it. One-oo, 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 one-oo has them.
Yeah, you're not the only one who has them.
Right. It is possible to cancel. There's a couple other H words too. But here, who, what else? How sometimes it's not, it's how you sing. So how is possible. on top of the 7 H's. The 7 H's are very common. The 7 H's are very common to cancel the H. These, much less common, but definitely possible.
Has too.
Oh, has is part of the 7 H's.
No. Hence.
Hence. You mean hence?
Yeah, hence. Yeah.
Ooh, I doubt it, Daniel. I don't think so. Hence is not that common. We have to think about the hence is not a common word, so I would say it's probably not going to be canceled.
Yeah. Okay.
Quit smoking, Daniel. Bad for you.
Oh, excuse me, Shay. The sound of this.
Stop teasing me. David, if you and I played poker, I'm sure I could take all of your money. I'm not, oh, David, oh, I like that. I'm not that sure. I like that confidence. I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and do some role play. I want to hear your voices. And I just want to, if somebody doesn't have a microphone, let me know. Just send a chat. I can't talk today or whatever. Otherwise, I'm going to start at the top, and I see waiting for name 40008. Who is that? It's a secret. Who is waiting for name? I'm waiting for your name too. All right, Beretha is here. So I'm going to have Beretha start us out. Then we're going to have Daniel do this section. David, is your microphone working? Yes, okay, good. David's just being polite by chatting the whole time. It's Syed. Syed, that's who my waiting was. David, you're going to do this section. And Matt, you have this section. The last section is too short, but I'll have Syed do the last section. And don't worry, Cooney, we got more for you too. We'll do this. Yeah, anyway, we'll start with that. Starting with Beretha, please. Beretha's gone. Or, Beretha, your microphone is off. There we go.
I'm sorry, I'm talking by myself. I was reading to myself, my microphone was off. Okay, on the way to Richards.
On the road.
Oh, yeah. On the road. Okay, on the road to Riches. For a lot of people, putting money away for retirement or for a rainy day is as appealing as eating a cold lemon.
Hello.
Keep going, Syed. Just wait. Keep going, Beretha.
Over the last 40 years, the amount of money Americans have saved has fallen from 17% of their income to less than 5%.
It's pretty good, pretty good. Beretha, do the last sentence one more time, please.
All right. Over the last 40 years, the amount of money Americans have saved has fallen from 17% of their income to less than 5%.
Great job. Okay, yes, I do hear you, Syed. I muted you. I do hear you, though. Daniel, go ahead. Take the next section.
Okay. Skipping on savings is one of the surest ways to keep yourself in the poorhouse, thanks to something Albert Einstein once called the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest.
Very good. And David, next one.
By adding a little interest on top of your savings and then adding a little more interest on top of your savings, plus that first interest payment, and then by adding more interest on top of your fault, that and so on and so on. The whole thing can turn little puddle of money into a swimming pool of cash.
Very good. Matt?
Let's say you're 25 and you're investing $1,000 a month in a 401k or an IRA. If you receive a 5% return every year, you end up with about $1.4 million when you retire. But if you start investing at age 35, just 10 years later, your retirement account will be about half as much. That's because the younger you are, the more you can harness the mystical power of compound interest.
Wunderbar. Syed?
Hello.
Yep, go ahead, Syed.
Let's say you are 25. Yeah, sorry. The
This
only
section.
problem is that when you are young, it's hard to imagine what retirement really means, let alone why you should pay for it.
Very good, very good. Welcome, Syed. We'll give you more in a minute. Francisco, don't worry, we'll get you too. Let me go back here to Berta. And Berta, Americans. There you go, there you go. How many years have you been an American, Berta?
How many years? 9.
9 years.
Yeah.
I have a question, Berta.
Yeah.
Mexico is in Central America.
Oh yeah, but I'm twice American.
No, but that's my question. Do Mexicans consider themselves, do they say Americans or do they say Central Americans?
No, we call people who lives in the United States Americans.
Okay, so if you say Americans in Mexico, you are referring to the United States people.
Yeah, when I go to Mexico, they call me American because I have the blue passport.
Ah, there you go, there you go. Berta, give me this one again. Has fallen from 17%.
Has fallen from 17%
to less than 5%.
To less than 5%.
There you go. I want that V sound. 5%.
5%.
Perfect.
How did I say it? Did I say F both?
No, you said 5%. 5%. I didn't hear the V enough.
Oh, okay.
Let me go to Daniel. Daniel, are you in the poorhouse?
I guess I'm not.
No, you're not. Of course not. Say the word, please. Poorhouse.
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 Good. And what's the intonation for this word?
Compound.
The intonation, compound.
Good guess, because it's computer, but actually this is compound.
Compound.
Yeah, it's a compound.
Compound.
Compound interest.
Compound interest.
More. Compound interest.
Compound interest.
There you go. Very good. David, I want more ing. So let's go here. Savings.
Savings.
Adding.
Saving. Adding.
Swimming.
Swimming.
Very good. So as we study in Seinfeld, we can change ing to in or even un. However, when you guys are speaking, especially with the news stories, the Thursday lessons, I kind of prefer you keep more of the ing sound, okay?
Okay.
Good. Let's do this one again, David. On top of all that.
On top of all that.
Great job. This is actually a good expression.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
top of
really good. So let's do this.
I used to hear that, but on top of all. And then by adding.
Adding.
Oh my God, I always miss that. And then by adding more interest on top of all that.
Keep going, and so on and so on.
And so on and so on.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the rhythm here. And then by adding, this is going to be one section, more interest on top of all that, and so on and so on. This is also going to be one group. So listen carefully. And then by adding more interest on top of all that, and so on and so on.
Just let me repeat it like you.
Yeah.
And then by adding more interest on top of all that, and so on and so on, the
Excellent
whole
job.
thing can turn little
Puddle of money.
Puddle of money into swimming pool of cash.
There you go.
Okay?
Great job. Very good.
Thank you.
Ballroom Blitz, that's a song by Crocus. Do you know that?
I don't.
Oh, yeah. If you guys like 80s rock, Ballroom Blitz. David just had it in his chat message, Ballroom Blitz. It's good old rock. Anyway, let me go to Syed.
American.
I don't know if it's American or British. The name of the band is Crocus.
I never heard about it.
Yeah, it's similar to Judas Priest, I guess.
Judas Priest? Okay.
Yeah, quite similar. What happened there? Okay, there we go. Let's go to Syed. It's hard to imagine what retirement really means.
It's hard to imagine what retirement really means.
Good job. One more time. It's hard to imagine what retirement really means.
It's hard to imagine what retirement really means.
Good. Now, Syed, try to put this together. Hard to imagine.
Hard to imagine.
There you go. I like
it. Hard to imagine.
Oh, no. Hard to imagine.
Hard to imagine.
One more.
Hard to imagine.
It's better. It's better. What retirement sounded good? Let alone why you should pay for it.
Let alone why you should pay for it.
Great job. Intonation was really good. Very good. Very good. Great job, guys. I want to hear Syed and I want to hear Francisco a little bit more. So I'm going to give Syed and Francisco only some of 207. And we're going to do this. So Syed, I want you to do this, and Francisco, I want you to do the last part. So let's start with, I'm going to bring this down so it's on one sheet. So Syed, can you please read this section? This is from 207, please.
Okay. When study, subjects cross the middle finger over the index finger. Their feelings of pain decreased. However, when the middle and ring fingers were heated and the middle finger crossed over a cool index finger, discomfort increased.
Very good. And Francisco?
This testing suggests that the brain modulates pain based on the finger's location in space rather than its actual location on the hand. Researchers hope to apply these things to the treatment of chronic pain by perhaps manipulating the body's positioning to alleviate the level of perceived pain intensity.
Very good. Lots of big words, huh? Okay, so let me go back to Syed, and I want this first part again. Listen carefully. When study subjects cross the middle finger over the index finger,
when study subjects cross the middle finger over the index finger.
Okay, so Syed, I'm listening to you and I'm hearing that the F and the V are a little bit tough for you, so try it again. Cross the middle finger.
Cross the middle finger.
Over the index finger.
Over the index finger.
Good, more V. Over.
over
Good.
the index finger.
Very good. Do the whole thing again here.
When study subjects cross the middle finger over the index finger.
However,
Yes,
and once again, put it together. However, that's better. So it's like this. It's like however. Good. However. This is where the intonation goes. However. Good. So let's try this. However, when the middle finger, however, when the middle and ring, I can't speak. However, when the middle and ring fingers, crossed over a cooled index finger, Good job. Now, Syed, I really want you to practice your V sounds, okay? So if you're having a question or if you have a problem, Syed, send me an email and I'll make a special video on Coach Shane's ESL for the V, okay?
Okay.
All right, good. Let me go to Francisco. Modulates. The brain modulates.
Yeah, the brain modulates.
Modulates.
The brain modulates.
Great job. The finger's location in space rather than its actual location.
The finger's location in space rather than its actual location.
Rather than its actual
location.
Good. Researchers hope to apply these findings.
Researchers hope to apply these findings.
This is like Syed too. To apply. Great.
Researchers hope to apply these things to the treatment.
These findings. Keep going.
The treatment of chronic pain.
There you go. Great job. Sound, not chronic, but chronic. Great job.
Yeah, I have to pronounce O always.
Yes, modulates and chronic.
Yeah. I know.
Francisco, were you a doctor?
No engineer.
No, you pronounce these words very good actually. Lots of big words, but you did a great job. Very good. All right. Questions. Look at that. Lots of big words.
I got.
Okay, we'll go Francisco first and then Daniel.
Yeah, I think this question is related to the previous week's one.
Okay.
I heard Elaine say some say pull over. She told to the taxi driver.
Right.
Pull over, but it sounds like pulled over. So I tried to figure out how the I heard the D sound between pull and over.
Okay, so that was going to be in 206, I'm guessing, right?
Maybe I don't.
Yeah. Pull. Okay. Hold on a second. I got to dig.
Oh yeah, 206. Yeah, right.
Yep, we got it right here. Can you see it? No, you can't. I've got too many windows open. Hold on a second. I'm going to have a computer error if I don't change this. All right, let me go to 206.
Yeah.
I'll get the audio.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
The Elaine pull over, but pulled over. I heard it's something like that.
Let me see.
That's fine.
Yeah. Just very tough.
It's so smug. Oh, I hate smugness. Don't you hate smugness?
Smugness is not a good quality.
Oh my God. Man over there. I think he's wearing glasses that look just like James. Pull over. Stop the car. Here. I think I've got it. Wait, get back.
Yeah, I heard it too.
James, pull over. Stop the car. Pull over. Stop. Pull over. Stop. Pull over. Stop.
I don't have my camera, but what I need to show you is Elaine is using a super light L. So if you know the L sound, right? Pull over, pull over, pull over, pull over, pull over. Because she's using a really super light L, the tip of her tongue is outside her teeth. The middle part of her tongue is actually touching the alveolar ridge. Do you know what that means?
What is alveolar?
Yeah. I'll show you in a second, which there makes a D sound. So so once again, the middle part of her tongue is actually touching the alveolar ridge, which therefore makes a D sound. And I'll show you a picture. Hold on a second. Let's go to the internet, and we'll type the alveolar ridge.
Above or below the teeth?
Yeah, this is the numbers. So this number, basically, it's the number 4, number 5. Francisco?
Yes.
The tip of her tongue is between the teeth, but the middle part of her tongue is touching 4 and 5. She's hyperextended her tongue. Her tongue is extended too much, and that's why we hear that D sound.
Oh.
So she definitely is saying the L, but because she hyperextended her tongue, which means she put her tongue out too far, and because she did that, the middle part of her tongue touches the alveolar ridge, and we hear the D.
Okay.
And there's a good bunch of technical explanation for you.
Okay, actually, I was not wrong.
No, you weren't. No, you know what? I never noticed it because I understand the situation, of course, but you're right. She does have a D sound. I agree.
Okay, thank you.
Daniel, go ahead.
Okay, what about the word whatever? Could it be pronounced whatever?
Whatever? Oh, well, yeah, depending on, you mean the intonation can always change, yes.
No, not really the pronouns. I can say whatever and whatever.
You mean like ever?
Yeah, ever, whatever, and also the word ever. Ever, 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 and ever.
Okay, Daniel, I'll say this. If you ask me, can you do that? I'll say no. But do native English speakers do that? Yes. And I would say it's a dialect. It's a regional type pronunciation. I would say it's not typical. It's not standard. And as a professor, you being a professor, I would never try to mimic that. I would much prefer you try to sound intelligent. So do people say it? Absolutely. Should you say it? No.
You say whatever and ever.
Yeah. What I want you to say is it's a W, it's a UH, wah, and then it's a flap T. So I'll do this, a flap T. And then whatever. And then keep that R. Whatever.
And about the word ever.
Same thing. I would keep it as ever. ever, ever,
But
ever.
a lot of people, including singers, they many times say ever.
Okay, I just talked about this yesterday, actually. I highly recommend that you do not study pronunciation from singers.
Yeah.
Because, as you probably know, Daniel, because I know you like music, to make the melody, to make the rhythm, to make the sound better, they change the pronunciation sometimes, okay? So
Yeah.
the classic example is Whitney Houston, and I will never, whatever she says, will always, I think. But anyway, she keeps the D, and in real life, nobody would ever keep the D. Extremely rare. Vowel sounds especially change, but be careful.
Okay, so the better is whatever and ever.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Next question. We've already been together an hour and a half. My God. I gotta go eat.
Go eat, Shay.
Well, I tell you, everybody, tomorrow morning I do have another hangout. It's in 14 hours and 30 minutes, right? Yeah, 14 hours and 30 minutes from now. So 12 hours later plus 2.5 hours. So if you can join, that would be great. No, David, I'm not going to start a diet tonight. Yes, David, I'm going to start a seafood diet. And basically, as a seafood diet, all the food I see, I will eat. I got Bertha for laughing at that one too.
And there is smell food also.
You bet.
I had a cousin. He used to only
Oh, come on, Daniel, speak.
he used the nose. How I say?
What? Speak English, Daniel.
He didn't eat. He didn't see. He used the nose.
He only uses his nose. He's on a smelling diet.
Yeah, smell. Smelling diet. He used to smell steak.
Oh, that's terrible.
And that's enough.
Well, guys, once again, thank you for any other questions. I'll take more questions if anybody's got one. Otherwise, I'm going to get out of here and eat.
I have a question.
Seinfeld.
Okay, hold up. Bertha first and then Matt. Go ahead, Bertha.
Well, we didn't play Seinfeld.
Okay, Bertha, we'll do Seinfeld once.
Oh, but if you're hungry, you can go.
No, I'm tough.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll do Seinfeld. Let me take Matt. Matt, go ahead.
This is unrelated to any pronunciation issues, but what time is tomorrow's Perf Live class?
Perf Live is at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
For you, that's going to be tough. That's like the same time, isn't it?
Yeah, but, I can do it.
Don't worry.
I'm tough.
Yeah, I know you are. Yeah, Matt's a tough guy. Next month, Daniel, it's going to be at 10 a.m. or 8 a.m. So for you, it's going to be very convenient. So we will change you. We will change the times. So basically, for anybody who's in Perf, we have 3 live times. We have 10 a.m. We have I think it's 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. So last month it was 2 p.m. This month it's 6 p.m. Next month I can't remember. It's either 10 a.m. It might be 8 a.m. And this is all LA time, Los Angeles time. So just
It's
for
not
your
on Saturdays all the time or not?
Yeah, so far I'm going to keep it on Saturdays. I might change sometimes though, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. This is for yeah, David, I'll definitely, everybody who's a student, I'll definitely send them the invitations. Okay, let's do some role play because Beritha's complaining. Beritha, do you want to do 206 or 208?
Either one.
Let's go to 206. Let's go back a little bit here. And we'll start with Beritha. Oh, what's going on here? Don't save. There we go. So this is going to be 206. Beritha, I want you to be Debbie, and Daniel Barbo, you are going to be George. Go for it.
Okay. Nice car. Nice car. Hello?
Man, Daniel is nonstop talking, but when we need him to talk, he doesn't talk.
Maybe he's smoking.
He's smoking. Francisco, go ahead. Take over, please. One more time, Beritha. Start us off, please.
Nice car.
Can nobody hear me?
Okay, can
Who's
I take
ready?
it? Okay.
Yes, go ahead, Francisco. Yes.
Yeah, once belonged to John Boy.
Really?
Yeah.
So what made you just call me out of the blue like that?
Oh, well, Gary told me you said hi.
I didn't say hi.
You didn't?
No, I told him to send you my regards. I didn't say hi.
Because?
Yeah, regards.
Oh, that was really great. Both of you. Excellent job. Francisco, give me the R. Gary told me.
Gary told me. Gary told me you said hi.
Great job. Great. Let's keep going here. Who's ready? Beritha, Francisco out. Who's next? Matt? And Syed. Okay. Matt, you are Elaine. Syed, you're the cabbie. Go for it.
Anyway, I admit I was dumb to go to the bookstore to tell him I didn't say hi, but he didn't have to act so smug. Oh, I hate smugness. Don't you hate smugness?
Smugness is not a good quality.
Oh my God, that man over there, I think he's wearing glasses that look just like Jake's. Pull over, stop the car. Here, I think I've got a way of getting back at my ex-boyfriend.
Good. Revenge is very good.
Good job. Syed, give it more feeling. Revenge is very good.
Revenge is very good.
I like it. Great job. Great job. Let me go to the next one. Keep going here. Now, Syed was a little bit short that time. So, Syed, I want you to be the guy. And David, are you there?
Me.
Oh, Daniel, where were you? We called you earlier. No.
I fell.
Too bad. David, you're Elaine. Syed, you're the guy. Go for it.
Okay.
Oh, now David's sleeping. David, your microphone is off. Okay.
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. So I'm Elaine, right?
Yes, sir.
Calling down the street, okay?
Yep.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
If you don't mind my asking, could you tell me where you got that glasses?
Malaysia.
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 Yeah. Look, I know. Look, I know this sound odd, but I can buy them from you. Can I buy them from you?
Actually, I was gonna buy a new pair.
Oh.
But I could barely see without these.
Come on.
Well, these were expensive.
Let's start bidding.
Oh, great job, guys. Very good, very good. Now I'm going to get you a lot here, though. Let's go to David first.
Yep.
Could you tell me where you got your glasses?
Where you got your glasses?
Great job. Could you tell me where you got your shoes?
Could you tell me where you got your shoes?
Could you tell me where you got your job?
I don't know.
It's a very common expression, though. It's a very good expression, okay?
That's right. Yes. Could you tell me any whatever? Yes.
Exactly. That's right. Let me go to Syed. Malaysia. You said Malaysia, which is actually not wrong, but most Americans, Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Yeah. Let me go back to David. I know this will sound odd.
I know this will sound odd.
Good job. I know this will sound odd.
I know this will sound odd.
Very good. Now this is intonation, Syed, and I want more intonation here. I was gonna buy a new pair.
I was gonna buy a new pair.
Yes, and what this means is I was thinking about it. Okay, so that intonation, so one more time. I was gonna buy a new pair.
I was gonna buy a new pair.
One more time, one more time.
I was gonna buy a new pair.
No. I was gonna buy a new pair.
I was gonna buy a new pair.
Good job. And this one, you're very positive, David. Oh.
Oh.
Perfect.
Oh. Perfect. Excellent. Oh,
Exactly.
That's great. You just buy it. I can buy it from you.
Bingo. And this one, Syed, once again, intonation. But I could barely see without these.
But I could barely see without this.
Great job. And let's, David, give me more TH here. Let's start the bidding.
Let's start the bidding.
More
The bidding. Okay. Let's start the bidding.
Good job. Let's start the bidding.
Let's start the bidding.
Excellent job. Now we need Daniel. Daniel, you are going to be George.
Okay.
And Santa has joined. This is perfect. Santa, could you finish us out, please, with Debbie? Thank you. Go ahead, Daniel and Santa.
So you didn't think this was a date?
No, not really. Why? Is it a date?
I thought it was a date.
No, it's not a date.
What about the regards?
Regards don't mean anything. I mean, it's not like I said hi. Hey, the fact is, I shouldn't say anything.
No, tell me.
Can you keep a secret?
Yeah.
I never had feelings for Gary until he got sick. But he was so brave and gained such a wonderful perspective on life, I fell in love with him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got some perspective there.
Wow, that was really excellent acting. Both of you, excellent job. I'm really impressed. Daniel, that was your best acting so far.
Ever, huh?
Do this one again, Daniel.
I thought it was a date.
I thought it was a date.
I thought it was a date.
Good. And also, like David, more TH, Daniel.
What about the regards?
Too much.
What about the regards?
Oh, what about the regards?
What about the regards?
Good. The regards.
The regards.
What about the regards?
What about the regards?
Great job. That sounded great. Excellent. Now, oh, go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
Just got to say this. Santa, you sound so great. So great.
Well, I tell you, all of you guys are doing good, but I think everybody will agree, Matt and Santa, they're really good.
Yeah,
I think everybody can agree.
genius here.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So this is encouragement to everybody. If your pronunciation is bad, then you need to join DDM Hangouts. You have to practice. That's the only way that Matt and Santa got to where they are. They practiced speaking. People told them how to fix their pronunciation. You have to do it. Now, Matt and Santa, they're lucky. They got working on their English skills when they were pretty young. Some of us are a little bit older, but it's still never too late to practice and just work. Right, guys? Right, Matt?
Even though if you don't watch the videos.
Just like Daniel Barbo, if you don't watch every video, you can still practice.
Yeah, and learn.
Daniel. When we want Daniel to speak, he doesn't speak. When we don't want him to speak, he speaks.
Ocean, excuse me.
I'm teasing, you know that. Thank you, guys. I had a great hangout. I hope that you did too. I hope I answered your questions, and I will send you an invitation in about 14 hours and 10 minutes, and I hope to see you there.
Okay. 10 hours, that's, how many hours again? 10 hours?
14 hours and 10 minutes.
14 hours and 10 minutes. All right, I'll calculate this later. All right.
Take care, everybody. Get some good sleep. Have a lovely dinner. Have a great evening. Have a great day. Have a great morning. Take care.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Have a nice weekend and bye.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.